I'm the Wolfman, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Ka-Bar MSM Tanto blade. So it's a bit of an unboxing. There it is there on the outside, and the mil-spec monkey logo on it. So let's open it up here, see what we've got in the box. Bag of screws. I guess that has something to do with like attaching it to something. Let's see what else we got. The blade itself. And we got some molly straps right there. That's kind of cool. Liking that. So you can attach it to stuff. Actually, it says on it, malice clip. So I guess you could put it on Alice or Molly, hence the name Malice. So you could put, this is an Alice class pack, you could put it on an Alice pack, I guess. And it's got a little limited warranty card right there for it. Not that we need to do that. So this knife itself, it was released back in 2017 as a collaboration between Ka-Bar of Olean, New York, one of my favorite knife companies, but that's just me personally, and mil-spec monkey. So let's take the knife out of the sheath here. So it has like a plastic sheath, very similar. We see that in the more modern Ka-Bar blades that have the plastic sheath. It's Kydex-like, which is kind of cool. So we pull this out, and wow, it's a nice blade. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. So it's got paracord on it here. So according to the Ka-Bar website and the mil-spec monkey website, that they did a collaboration to have what they call a, quote, big ass tanto. It has an enhanced thumb wrap, and it says it's thick enough for plenty of use. So when you look at it there, yeah, that's pretty thick. So they say everything is included a polymer sheath, of course. This is the sheath, the short malice clips, hardware torque screws, webbing loop, and everything that you need. So I guess that's what all that other stuff was that was in there. So it says here that the upper and top of the blade comes unsharpened, since some laws in various states and countries don't allow it. So basically right there it is not sharp. I suppose you could sharpen that if you wanted to, and it actually says that on their website. And it has a classic cord wrap used for the handle, which offers a good grip even when wet. Paracord, of course, is great for all that sort of stuff. And it says you can get fancy with this and even cut your own lawn. Okay, whatever. Anyways, more importantly, this guy was made in China. So it actually, I'm sorry, this one says Taiwan. Their website says China, but right there, it actually says Taiwan 9550, which I guess is the grade of steel that they would have used on this blade. So it's a nice blade. I hunted for this for quite a while because I love Tanto tip. I love that, and basically that's why I got this. So it's a really kind of a cool piece. They did say that they looked into U.S. options on making this blade, but it would have taken a lot longer to have Ka-Bar of Olean make them, and of course the price would have been a lot higher than making them in Taiwan. So it says that it is SK5 steel, that it is a 3.5 inch blade, overall inch, 8.5 inch long, and it says up to 2 inches wide. So that sort of gives you a description of the blade. And like I said, it's actually written right on it, right there, what it's actually made in Taiwan, and then on that side it has the mil-spec monkey logo. So more importantly, it doesn't matter how a knife looks. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, that's okay. Feels nice in the hand, although this feels a little short. The handle feels a little short for my hand, and I can't say that I have big hands. But it is nice to have that little hook on there. So that's really cool if you're doing fine work so your hand won't slip and hurt yourself on the blade. It does have this, I guess, if you're doing push work with your blade. So it has the the little slide parts right there, little cuts in the blade, and of course it has a thumb piece right here. So what that's for is, of course, holding your blade like this, right? So when you're doing shavings and carving, you can do that. So I love Tanto blades. My personal choice, certainly not for everybody. Some people absolutely hate them. I like them because they're a little stronger. They're good for digging, they're good for scraping, they're good for all kinds of stuff. But that's just me personally. So let's put this to the test. Let's split a couple pieces of wood with it, and let us make some shavings and see what it does. First test, of course, is always the shaving test. Now, I don't have a whole lot of stuff to shave, but we'll see if it'll take anything off. Usually, Ka-Bars don't come shaving sharp. Moras are one of the few blades that I've ever bought that come shaving sharp for their price points. Anyways, yeah, so I'm taking this up and down. I'm not really seeing any anything coming off. I look on the blade, it's not taking like skin chunks off, it's not doing anything. So so no, it's not shaving sharp out of the box, but that's okay. Of course, if you're a knife guy, you can make that shaving sharp. That's not a problem. So let's go on to actually put this through some paces and do some work with it. All right, so I got a piece of wood here. It's just a piece of pine. I see the grain is going up and down this way when I look at the wood. Gonna put that on there. Now it doesn't have a long reach on the end, but hopefully it'll do the job. I'm gonna take this guy right here and just pound her through. It cut. Let's try again. That's the cool thing is, though, that I noticed right away, is that flat spot right there is great for your initial baton, right? So you can hit it there, just like that. Now, of course, not everybody batons with a blade. It's not for everybody, you know, there'll be many people who say it's really hard on a blade. It is hard on a blade. Something that I normally wouldn't do with a blade unless I didn't, this is the only option I had. But obviously, pine, really thin wood, splits it really nicely. Next, let's go in and make some shavings. So the next test is the shaving test. Got our piece of wood here. That's kind of weird. So your thumb naturally gravitates to here. And that, to me, I can make my shavings, but it doesn't feel that comfortable. What feels more comfortable, I suppose, wow, that right there, that feels even less comfortable. So I mean, it's okay to make shavings. So as soon as I'm doing this, I'm noticing a couple of things with my cutting. Number one is that right there in my hand, that is not rounded, this part here. So basically what that means with it not being rounded is it's cutting into my, pushing into my finger. Can you see? It's doing that there. So that's the first thing I noticed in making shavings. The other thing, it just doesn't feel that comfortable. It feels hardy, but just not that comfortable. Maybe we'll use the Tanto tip here to make our shavings. So it's making shavings, but not the best. I don't know. It just doesn't, it feels really awkward to use. Maybe because of its size, mostly because of where the thumb piece is. If this thumb guard wasn't here at all, maybe it would be better. But it's doing a good job. It's also could be my hand type. Again, I'm a smaller guy, so I don't have enormous hands. Maybe if you had smaller hands than me, I don't know. But it's making the shavings. There we go. These are kind of big shavings, but it makes shavings okay. So I can't really complain too much about it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Ka-Bar MSM Tanto blade. Again, I really love that Tanto tip on there. It feels kind of awkward for my hand to hold. I don't know why. You'd think that would be really cool, or this, but I do find that it kind of, just with the way my hand is built, that it doesn't feel as good as if I could put my hand kind of in the middle. But that's just making shavings. Of course, knives have lots of other uses and things like that. It is kind of short and stout. I describe it like myself, short and stout. It is a nice looking tool. It is made in Taiwan rather than in Olean. Has the Ka-Bar monkey logo on it, and it has a little thing at the back here for whacking and smashing stuff, right? So you can use it if you're the kind of guy that likes to use the back. And again, it's got all the little lines in it right there, so that's kind of a cool thing if you need that feature in a knife, that it has. It's not really a knurling, it's just like little guidelines in there for stuff. Paracord handle, MSM on it. I suppose it's, you know, with the steel that it's made out of, if you took this coating off, if you choose to do that, it would probably be really nice for striking a ferro rod, if you use your knife to strike a ferro rod. But all in all, it's a good knife. I looked for it for a while because it's a fairly rare knife. They were made in 2017 and they were done in fairly short runs, so you're not going to find a lot of them. You may find them online at used shops, eBay, things like that. But this one is, in really good condition. It's brand new, never been used. So it's a good tool. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, just a quick demonstration of what the knife can and can't do, how it feels. Thank you for watching this video. I'm the Wolfman for Barefoot Bushcraft. Please consider subscribing.